What's going on, guys? Welcome to day 2 with this high alert video. This one is insane. It's really fun. We actually did pretty well in our first video. If you did not check that one out, I do go through the deck a little bit more in detail, so you can check that one out there first and then maybe jump back to this one if you'd like to see the actual deck list and all that stuff. The full deck list should be linked down below though, of course, so just keep an eye on that. But we are going to go through 3 more games with this high alert deck. Again, this is one of those decks that we saw a lot when it first came out, because it's kind of a build around card. It's a fun one, but obviously since then we've determined it's really not that good, and it's not, but I wanted to play it. It's fun, and so we're gonna run this through 3 more games. Like I said, the first video went pretty well. It wasn't perfect, but we got pretty close, so let's see how we do this time. Really excited about it though. This one's a really silly but fun deck, so I actually really enjoy it. Interesting. We'll keep this. Kind of questioning whether we want Gilded Goose out or the Wall of Runes first. Either way, we're doing that. Let's go ahead and do the Gilded Goose to ramp us into that Fae of Wishes, I think. Fae of Wishes is definitely the trickiest card in this deck because it does allow you to access your sideboard. Normally you don't actually have that availability, so it's kind of nice to be able to do that, but you certainly have to know exactly what you need when you go for that. So let's go ahead and get this out there. We're actually just digging for a high alert or a Huatli. Let's go ahead and get this out too. And another Gilded Goose. Okay, we'll pass. Let's see what we can get. Nice that we do get quite a few scries in this deck. Now more than ever, we'd love to get a something that lets us deal some damage and get rid of this Tamiyo. Tamiyo is a problem card, let me tell you. Hydroid Graces. They didn't get it. That's good. Okay, well, we got our Huatli.
This power ought to be shared.
Unfortunately, we can only attack with 1 creature here, which kind of sucks. Let's go for them. We're never gonna win on that Huatli game, or on the Tamiyo game. So let's just get their life total in a manageable position, and then hopefully we can win off of that. Next turn, getting Fae of Wishes down is going to be very helpful. Swinging at Tamiyo here is just a losing battle in the long run. It's one that we're not going to win just off the face of it, so definitely not the best place to be. That is quite bad for us, I will say. Fae of Wishes hopefully can dig us out of this. But this is definitely going to be a tough game. Ritual of Soot. Okay. That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and do this. We're gonna go Banishing Light, I think. Go ahead and activate this. And we will not attack. Not an ideal situation, but that's okay.
I noted this somewhere.
Casualties of War. Okay. I think we're gonna end up losing this one. They've got so much value. If that Huatli would have been a high alert, I think we would have been in much better position. Unfortunately, obviously that was not the case, but it's okay. I am gonna run out these two creatures here. Yes, I know they have a Casualties of War, so they are gonna take one of them. But this puts us in a position where next turn, they're either gonna have to Casualties this turn to take out a creature, a land, and an artifact, or deal with a pretty big swing next turn with the high alert. So, oh, and they have the Assassin's Trophy. Well, that changes things, certainly. Let's go ahead and get a blue here. It doesn't matter too much. So here they can definitely 3-for-1 on the Casualties, which is very bad for us. But they can hold off and not pull the trigger knowing that we have the Banishing Light in hand. So I could kind of see them going either way.
Find my notes helpful.
Oh, man. I think this is going to be it then. We'll get to the next draw step, but this is definitely a pretty bad position for us. They just have so much value. They've drawn a million cards, unfortunately. And they have a Hydroid Grazer, so. Yeah, okay. I'm going to go ahead and concede here. We can grind that out, but the fact of the matter is they've got a very large Hydroid Grazer coming that we will not be able to deal with. We do have the Banishing Light, but they've got the Casualties of War in hand. They've got the answers. So just going to go ahead and swing that one. Let's go ahead and get to game 2 and see how we do. All right, what do we got? This is such a weird hand. I'm gonna mulligan. I don't think we can keep that. And I feel like this is potentially worse, but I do think we kind of have to keep it. I'm gonna get rid of the tower defense here only because at this point we just need to keep every useful card that we can get. That's a good one. Glad we have a land on top. That's very, very helpful. Okay. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna get the Fae of Wishes down now. With next turn, Huatli being the expected play, it'd be great to be able to deal 4 in the air with Fae. That's why I'm playing that now, by the way. Black-red. Proxy. Okay. I honestly think it's Banishing Light. I don't like that. And normally I would say the land, but given the importance of having that land now, I think we needed it.
There is always hope. Let me in. We don't need to fight.
This probably is a bad matchup. I think most things, though, are a bad matchup. I will say that. So that's not super surprising. Okay, they did not have, though, a play that turn. That's interesting. Actually not going to use the Huatli now. No, yeah, I am. I kind of want them to swing in so I can just kill it with Wall of Runes here. Glad they got a Scryland. They are stuck on 2, which is very, very helpful, but they've got a lot of power in the graveyard already. Phoenix of Ash and Croxa, both very, very scary cards. So we will see what we can do right now. And I shouldn't have done that. Yep, that makes sense. Well, actually pay that. We'll swing in with the Fae. I shouldn't have paid that. That was so stupid. I'm thinking it only needed 1 white. Misplays, guys. Misplays. My bad. 2 big ones this time. Mm-hmm. Need a high alert pretty badly. High alert in particular would be the better one. That is not a high alert. All right, see what we can do. We're pinging him for that 1, which is not great, but that's okay. Ah, okay, Tamaret, that's an interesting card. I don't really know why they're swinging there. Ugh. All right, well, doesn't look like we're in a great shape for this one. If we do get high alert, maybe, but it's really not ideal. I'm assuming they have a burn spell? Okay. I was gonna say, there's no other way they would have. How much does this need? 3. I'm not gonna block here, actually. They want to pump this up, deal some more damage, that's great. That just means they're not playing anything else. Ah, okay. Can make us sacrifice a thing. What a tease. Yeah, we swing in. I mean, now if we get the high alert, like, they do have to have something, but like they've got so much here now, and they're just gonna start, you know, pinging with this little guy, although they haven't yet. It's kind of interesting. Now they can Croxa though. Looks like they are. I mean, they're just gonna get in for a little bit of damage here, but that's fine. I think we'll give it this last draw, but reality setting in very quickly that, yeah, okay. All right, let's go ahead and jump into game 3. There was, I don't think there was a way we could have won that, so not worth continuing on there. So unfortunately, we're not doing so well with this High Alert deck this time around, but we are going to give it the last game. I love this deck, though. I still think it's fun. It's absolutely janky and stupid and kind of silly, but that's the fun of it, right? Like, you're not... In my opinion, Magic's about having fun. It's a game. It should be taken as one. And in that spirit, I think you should have fun with it. So I certainly get frustrated as much as the next person when it comes to, you know, losing a bunch and all that. But this is a deck where you play it expecting that you're probably going to lose some. So Cauldron Familiar. That's going to be annoying. Let's pay 2. Let's get Gilded Goose out there. Wow. Sure. It is a tricky place. I'm gonna do this here. I assume they're reading the card. Considering it's never played in like any other deck ever. Not gonna activate it. I'm gonna continue to I think the goal is to not make the same mistake as we did last time. And just keep it at a high loyalty. Hopefully it won't be dying to any random spells. Granted, against this matchup, they're not gonna have burn spells, so that is worth noting. Trail of Crumbs, yep. Mm-hmm. A white land would be pretty good. Banishing Light is not a white land. Okay. Let's do this. I guess we can still get the Yoked Ox out. Or we can Banishing Light the Witch's Oven, which really shuts them down. I think that's the better play, honestly. If we can break up this combo, we're in a much better place. That's why I'm kind of doing this now. They still have, I mean, they've got cards in hand. They very well might have a backup Witch's Oven, but I'm going to make them have it. Gilded Goose. Okay. I'm going to pass here. They do have red. Okay, so this is Jund Sacrifice. Then I'm very glad that I've saved up these counters. 'Cause that could have been very, very bad. Loyalty counters, to be up front. If they can start pinging it, then it's certainly a bad thing. So I am going to do this. They can bring it back, I know. They can kill the Gilded Goose. I know. That's fine. High Alert. Okay. Really stuck on lands here. That's a big problem, but I think we got to go for the Fae. And we'll pass. Might have been right to swing in there. I'm not 100% sure. Probably was. I don't really see us blocking anything with the Gilded Goose. And this does, for the record, this does only work for our creatures. Does not work for theirs, so. Cavalier. Well, that's a problem. Man, we are not having good luck today. We had great luck with the first deck, or the first time that we played, but... So they're going to clear the board to this turn, which feels really bad. They do not have the Witch's Oven, and that is their last food token, so there is some solace in that, but... that's very, very bad, obviously.
Wait.
And now we get the land. Swing Cavalier here. Let that die. I don't think we can attack here. We got to be able to hold off these guys. So, that's so bad. Forget how good Gilded Goose is. It's amazing. They're going to get to pull something here too. Another cat. Oh, so bad. So bad, so bad. Yep. Yep. All right, we need something real good this turn. Nope. Nope. Like maybe Gilded Goose? I don't know. This feels bad. Really bad. Yeah, we just lose. I mean, they've got... So they can just... Yeah, we lose it. Man, unfortunately not the same thing as we had in that first video, but still very fun deck. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Overall, High Alert as a concept and as a deck is a very fun and kind of silly way to play. It's not meant to be the best of the best. It never was, I don't think. There's certainly a deck and a shelf for it, which is really, really fun. But we were missing, like in this game, for instance, we have things like Deputy of Detention, which could have helped us against the Cavalier, things like that. But there's not the consistency. A lot of it is just like 0-4 walls. You let the opponent kind of do whatever they're going to do, and then you kind of hope to dig out of it. Unfortunately, we didn't get there this time, but it's kind of the nature of the deck. You know that going in. Maybe there's some work that could be done with this deck, and maybe that's something that if you guys have a list for, you can certainly send our way. Leave us a link down below to your list. We'd certainly appreciate it. And maybe we'll revisit this deck at some point. Maybe I'll brew with it a little bit myself. This is a list that I did pull. This is not my original list. And so if you have ideas, by all means, please share them. We'd certainly appreciate it. As always, guys, please check out our links. We've got our Instagram and our Patreon down there. Our website is www.itresolvesmtg.com. We really would appreciate it if you guys would hop on over there, check out what we've got. Our proxy galleries are there. We'd love to add more features to that. If people have some ideas, we're open to them. So please send us any suggestions that you guys have. So thank you, though, again for watching. I really do appreciate it. I will see you in the next gameplay video.